Hi everyone, I'm Jill from Mitch and Jilles on Wheels. And tonight I would like to show you what we're going to do to prepare our water line for the winter in order to prevent it from freezing. I would love to show you that process outside, but it's late, it's dark, and it's raining, and so we just thought we'd show you, we as in Mitch, who's behind the camera, just thought we'd show you what we're going to do. So the first thing is our water line. This is not the real water line, but let's say this is our water line. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to wrap it with foil. What that will do is it will prevent the heat trace from potentially melting the line, which I don't think would happen anyway, but it will also ensure adequate heat distribution basically around the whole hose. Then we're going to take this, I call them a heat trace, I don't know exactly what the words are, and we're going to run the heat trace along the length of the line, and we're going to secure that with black electrical tape. Once that's done, we're going to wrap the whole thing with this pool noodle looking like thing, and this will encase everything. So this will also be running under our RV, which will be skirted. So the majority of this line won't be directly exposed to the elements, but it won't be in a heated compartment or heat-controlled environment. I would say about maybe 6 feet of our line will be completely exposed. So from all the vloggers and bloggers we've followed and everybody we've spoken to, we've decided to go this route, the homemade route, rather than buying a heated hose that's already basically manufactured. We've seen a lot of mixed reviews from those products. We don't have any personal experience with them, but there were enough negative reviews, and they were of all kinds of varieties, from the hose leaks to it stopped working and a bunch of others. So we chose to go this route. This kit cost us in and around $200 for 60 feet of water line. Our unit is designed in such a way that the main water supply is closer to the front of the unit, and our post where our water is being fed is behind our unit. So that's why we had to go with that length. So we'll show you some pictures maybe tomorrow of the line completely installed, and yeah, we'll keep you abreast throughout the winter as to how this worked out.
So now what are you doing?
We've got the hose wrapped in foil. Now I'm running the heat trace along the hose and taping it at about every 12 inches. And then you work your way up here. You'll see that I am putting the hose in the styrofoam insulation. I don't know who did this foil job here, but it needs work.
Okay.
Okay, so here's the finished product. The hose has been run under the unit, like I mentioned. Here's the piece of the hose that's not under the unit. I had to wrap it with tuck tape because the sticky tape on the foam wasn't holding at this point. I think it's because it's a little bit cold. Where you see the foil is because the heat trace was doubled up on the line. I started at the RV end and ran the 60-foot line in reverse. Had to double up in order to get the plug-in aligned with where the power source is. The thermostat is also in there. So I've wrapped the line into the well where the water supply goes. I still have a pressure regulator there. You'll see the foam wrap here, and there's actually a short little piece of hose that's exposed and not protected, but this is well below the frost line in the well. It's probably about 6 or 8 feet down, and I am considering dropping an incandescent bulb in the well to control the temperature somewhat, if needed, if there's a problem. So here's this section of hose. Again, runs all the way underneath to the front. And I wanted to show you the water bay because I've made a modification since initially installing the hose. So here's my water bay where the line comes through. I've added some steel wool here in order to prevent any critters from coming in, chewing through anything. There's the foam. We've got some tuck tape just to hold it together because the tape isn't sticking properly. And what I've done differently is I've added this connection, which will allow me to not only feed my RV with water, but I've also got a pigtail running into my sani flush system. So I'm able to control the water flowing to the sani flush system with a valve here. So when I'm ready to dump my black, I'll close off the water supply to the main unit and open up the valve which feeds the sani flush system. I did have some concerns about the water filter as well as those pigtails. Perhaps this compartment may or may not be kept at the right temperature to prevent freezing, although it is climate controlled, and you can see that from here. This is a heat register. But if my propane furnace is not running as often as it needs to, what could happen? So what I've done is I have gone ahead and put an incandescent bulb in here, and I do have this device which allows me to monitor the temperature and humidity level of this compartment inside through this wireless device. So and thus far with that bulb and the propane furnace, whenever it does run, I definitely have no concerns about freezing. The temperatures have been close to the 20 degrees Celsius since I've turned this on. Now it's not winter yet, obviously, and we haven't had too many sub-zero temperatures, but just wanted to show you that, and there it is. Thanks, everybody.